The ultimate Osaka guide. 59 recommended street foods. Samurai Junjiro Channel.
Hi, I'm Samurai Junjiro.
Hi, I'm Akane-maru. This video is about a food tour in Osaka. We'll compare the taste and features at 8 takoyaki shops in Dotonbori.
There are plenty of useful travel tips, such as how to skip the lines at popular restaurants or advice for purchasing Shinkansen tickets. So stay tuned.
Now, let's get started.
We have arrived at Shin-Osaka Station. It takes about 2 hours and 30 minutes by Shinkansen from Tokyo Station to Shin-Osaka Station. This time, we'll introduce these 5 sections. If you want to know more details about any specific part, let us know in the comments. Let's start by introducing the Shinsekai area, known for Tsutenkaku Tower. If you have a JR pass, head from Shin-Osaka Station to Osaka Station and transfer to the Osaka Loop Line. It's about 25 minutes to Shin-Imamiya Station, the nearest station to Tsutenkaku Tower. If you don't have a JR pass, it's recommended to take the Midōsuji Line subway from Shin-Osaka Station. In that case, you can get to Dobutsenmai Station, another nearby station close to Tsutenkaku Tower, in about 20 minutes without any transfers. You can see the Tsutenkaku Tower from both stations, so head in that direction. Tsutenkaku Tower has an observatory, and the admission fee is 900 yen for adults and 400 yen for children. The Shinsekai area is located at the base of the Tsutenkaku Tower. It's a recommended place for those who want to go on a food tour in a lively city atmosphere. There are fewer people compared to Dotonbori, but it's a famous place in Osaka. In this area, we'll introduce 7 recommended shops. Let's start with this shop, Shinsekai Kan. It's a popular takoyaki shop among locals with over 20 years of history. Now, let's try some freshly cooked takoyaki. It has a nice aroma of bonito flakes and sauce. It's a good deal for 8 pieces at this price. The outside is crispy. Inside, it's soft and gradually melts in your mouth. It's a low price, but it's nice that the octopus is cut into larger pieces. If we were to represent our reviews in a chart, it would look like this. When we introduce the takoyaki shops in Dotonbori later, we'll use this chart to explain in detail. There are many shops, so please use it as a guide when deciding where to go. Next up is this shop, Detatokoya. It's a cafe that opened in August 2022. In Osaka, there are several statues of Billiken, known as the god of luck, and you can buy castella cakes inspired by it at this shop. It's cute in bite-sized pieces. It has a rich egg flavor and sweetness from the sugar, making it delicious. It's moist, fluffy, and has a light texture. It's affordable for 14 pieces at this price. Next up is Umaibo shop. It's a snack specialty store operated by the company that produces Umaibo, a classic snack in Japan. Inside the store, you'll find a wide variety of items, including classic ones and snacks that you can't get in other places. Umaibo has various flavors, but the most popular one is the corn soup flavor. The sweetness of the corn and the crispy texture are addictive. In addition to this, there are unique flavors like teriyaki burger. You can also find Umaibo coated with cheese or chocolate, so try finding your favorite flavor. There are also Umaibo merchandise exclusive to this store. By the way, on the second floor of this store, there's a Pringles store. It opened in November 2023. There are many items featuring designs based on Pringles packaging. Also, you find Pringles with rare flavors that are sold exclusively in various parts of Japan. This time, we'll introduce one exclusive to the Kansai area. This is takoyaki flavor. It has a rich sauce flavor. You can also taste the mayonnaise, so it's close to the taste of real takoyaki. It's a recommended snack for souvenirs. The next is this shop, Kitaya. It's a popular takoyaki shop among locals. This time, we'll introduce their exclusive dish called janjan yaki. After placing eggs, green onions, and freshly cooked takoyaki on the iron griddle, press and cook them for a few minutes and it's ready. It's a dish where takoyaki becomes like okonomiyaki. The sauce has a nice spicy aroma. It has cheese in it and it's creamy. It also contains finely chopped potatoes and konnyaku, giving it a nice texture. It has a rich flavor, so it would go well with a beer. Next up is Kankando. It's a specialty shop for bite-sized castella cake that opened in June 2023. It's a popular shop and there's always a line, so we waited for about 30 minutes to receive an item. This is the most popular item, the Gura-Gura Tsutenkaku. It's a skewered castella cake inspired by Tsutenkaku Tower. It's made using premium brand eggs called Ryu no Tamago, so it has a rich egg flavor. The outside is crispy and the inside is fluffy. The skewer is stuck in the caplico, an ice cream cone-shaped snack topped with strawberry chocolate. It's not just the appearance, the taste is great too, so it's worth trying. The last place in the Shinsekai area is Niku no Sakamoto. It's a butcher shop founded in 1910 and it's now a popular shop specializing in fried foods. We'll introduce 2 recommended menu items at this shop. By the way, when we lined up around noon on Sundays, it took about 40 minutes until we received the item we ordered. Let's start with the croquette. It's the most popular item at this shop. It's freshly fried, so it's great that it's piping hot and has a crispy texture. It's filled with plenty of minced meat, giving it a juicy flavor. It's delicious as it is, but adding some sauce is also recommended. It gets more flavorful, making it more satisfying to eat. The next is the beef cutlet sandwich. It's made with beef tenderloin, so it's tender and juicy. The bread is toasted, giving it a crispy texture. The sauce with a subtle spiciness soaks into the bread and tastes delicious. It's a recommended menu item that is worth waiting in line for. Alright, let's move on to the next area. Next up is Kuromon Market, where you can enjoy fresh seafood dishes. We'll briefly explain how to get to Kuromon Market. Take the Midosuji Line subway from Shin Osaka Station to Namba Station. From Namba Station, walk through the underground passage called Namba Walk to Nipponbashi Station. Right near exit 10 of Nipponbashi Station, you'll find the entrance of Kuromon Market. It takes about 30 minutes in total from Shin Osaka Station. By the way, it's about a 10-minute walk from Dotonbori, the most visited tourist spot in Osaka. This is Kuromon Market. It's a market that has over 200 years of history and there are over 150 shops. It's a must-visit spot, especially for seafood lovers. We'll introduce 9 recommended shops in this area. First up is this shop, Shin-uoei. It's a seafood specialty shop with over 70 years of history. We'll introduce 2 dishes from this shop. Let's start with the skewered eel. It has a sweet aroma of the sauce. Once you put it in your mouth, it melts away. It has just the right amount of fat. The thick cut of eel at this price is a great deal. Next up is the crab stick. It's a larger size that you won't find at other places. It's seared after you order, so you can enjoy it piping hot. The crab flavor spreads throughout your mouth. It's almost like eating real crab. It goes well with a soy-based sauce. Next is Manno Sohonten. It's a butcher shop established in 1930 where you can enjoy Wagyu at an affordable price. After buying the meat, they grill it on the spot. This time, we chose Wagyu that is cut into yakiniku-sized pieces. It has a savory aroma of the meat. Sometimes in tourist areas, we might come across low-quality Wagyu, but at this shop, you can enjoy high-quality meat at an affordable price. It's marbled with fat and melts in your mouth. It's high-quality meat, so it doesn't have any meaty smell, and the aftertaste is refreshing. The combination of the fruity sauce is amazing. The next is this shop, Oide. It's a popular cafe among locals, and sandwiches are sold in front of the shop. This time, we chose a sandwich that offers two flavors. The filling is egg and tonkatsu, pork cutlet. The tonkatsu is juicy, and the slightly sweet sauce goes well with it. The tamagoyaki is thick and fluffy. The mayonnaise and ketchup sauce and the egg are a perfect match. It's the best sandwich for breakfast. The next shop is Uomaru. It's a specialty shop for sashimi established in 1935. The tuna and sea urchin are especially known for being delicious. This time, we'll have fresh tuna and sea urchin. The first one is the medium fatty tuna. When you put it in your mouth, it just melts away. The fat is sweet and the tuna flavor is rich. It's nice that the price is lower compared to other shops. Let's try the sea urchin. The rich taste of the sea urchin filled your mouth. There's no fishy smell and the aftertaste is refreshing. It's a recommended shop for those who want to eat delicious sashimi. The next shop we'll introduce is End. It's a specialty shop for croissants. There are various types available, but this time we chose the classic one. It's made with butter and milk from Hokkaido. After baking, butter is spread on it, giving it a wonderful aroma. The crispy texture is addictive. It contains salt, so it enhances the sweetness of the butter. The size is large, but the light texture makes it easy to eat even for one person. The next shop is Kushisei. It's a seafood grilling specialty shop. You can freely choose your favorite seafood, so it's better to choose the larger ones. This time, we chose the particularly popular scallops. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to grill. It has a nice aroma of butter. The large scallop at this price is a great deal. It's plump and has a sweetness. It's grilled with a broth, so the taste is richer than it looks. It's the kind of flavor that makes you want to have sake or beer. Next up is this shop, Kuromon Burger Makotoya. It's a shop for hamburgers and taiyaki that opened in September 2022. This time, we'll introduce the unique taiyaki, which is grilled right in front of the shop. It's freshly made, so it's warm. The surface is crispy and the inside is chewy. The filling is a beef patty and cheddar cheese. It's like a hamburger. The cheese is rich and creamy. The coarsely ground beef has a great texture. I've never had a taiyaki with this filling before, but it was delicious. The next is this shop, KASHIN Sohonten. It's a specialty shop for seafood that offers affordable prices, so it's popular among locals. This time, we'll have a grilled oyster. It's fresh and can also be eaten raw. It has a nice scent of the sea. The oyster meat is relatively small, but it has a rich taste. It's topped with ponzu sauce, which includes citrus juice, giving it a refreshing flavor. The last shop in this area is Osaka Mimon-sushi. It's a conveyor belt sushi restaurant that opened in December 2022. The staff is friendly and you can enjoy fresh seafood at affordable prices, so it's our top recommended shop in Kuromon Market. This time, we'll introduce 2 dishes that you can enjoy in front of the shop. We chose the crab gratin and the seafood bowl. Let's start with the crab gratin. It's baked with plenty of flaked crab meat and crab miso on top of the gratin. The aroma is amazing. Once you take a bite, the rich crab flavor fills your mouth. It has a creamy, melt-in-your-mouth texture. The texture of the corn and green peas add a nice accent. It's sweet and delicious. The next is a seafood bowl topped with plenty of salmon and salmon roe. It looks beautiful because it's fresh. First, let's have salmon. It has just the right amount of fat and has a rich taste. It doesn't have any fishy smell and the aftertaste is refreshing. The salmon roe is seasoned with slightly strong soy sauce and it goes perfectly with the rice. It's a luxurious seafood bowl. When you come to Kuromon Market, this is a recommended shop you should visit. Next, we'll share some tips for riding the Shinkansen. For example, when going to Tokyo Station by train and later passing through the Shinkansen gate, besides the Shinkansen ticket, you need something like Suica card you used for the train ride. At that time, if you insert ticket in the wrong order, it causes an error at the gate. First, insert 1 or 2 purchased Shinkansen tickets into the gate. After that, tap your Suica card or Passmo card or insert your train ticket. It's common to encounter an error at the gate by getting that order wrong, so keep that in mind. The Shinkansen ticket counter always has long lines, so buying tickets there would take time and waste your valuable time. If you purchase the tickets online in advance, you'll only need to exchange them at the ticket machine, which saves time. After receiving the ticket, you can change the departure date and time once, as long as it's before the boarding time. You can reserve Shinkansen tickets through the JR official website, but purchases are available only starting 30 days in advance. For busy periods like New Year's holidays or public holidays, seats fill up quickly, so it's recommended to purchase from Klook, where you can book 90 days in advance. It supports more languages than the JR official website, and you can also change the currency display. Klook is the officially appointed ticketing agent by JR. When purchasing tickets, you can buy them not only through the website, but also from the smartphone app. The process is simple, so it's easy to make a reservation. Let's actually purchase Shinkansen tickets on the website. First, you select your departure and arrival stations. You can choose from 108 stations and over 2,900 routes. Once you choose the departure date, select the time. After choosing the departure time, decide between unreserved seats, reserved seats, or green car seats. Next, you'll enter your phone number and email address, then proceed to payment by credit card. Klook accepts various payment methods. Once the payment is complete, you'll receive an email. Open the link provided in the email to display a QR code. You can get the ticket by using this QR code. Let's actually get the ticket at the ticket machine near the Shinkansen gate. Once you change the language, press this button. After that, scan the QR code at the ticket machine. You can easily get the ticket. As explained earlier, after inserting the Shinkansen ticket at the gate and passing through using your Suica card or a train ticket, then all you have to do is get on the Shinkansen at the specified time. This time, Klook issued a dedicated coupon code for Samurai Junjiro channel. When purchasing tickets, you'll receive a 5% discount, so be sure to use it. By the way, Besides Shinkansen tickets, you can also purchase various other tickets in advance. For example, there are tickets available for Tokyo Disneyland and Universal Studios Japan, so please check the website. Klook is a reputable travel company, so we recommend it.
Alright, let's move on to the next area. The last place is Dotonbori, the most visited area by tourists in Osaka. We'll briefly explain how to get there. Take the Midosuji Line subway from Shin-Osaka Station and get off at Namba Station. It's about a 15-minute ride. The closest exit to the Dotonbori area is exit 14 at Namba Station. It's about a 2-minute walk from there to the main area of Dotonbori. This is the most popular tourist spot in Osaka. There are many restaurants, making it a great place for a food tour. This time, we'll introduce 23 recommended shops located here. The first one is this shop, Wanomiya. It's a specialty store for Kobe beef, operated by a company that sources the most Kobe beef in Japan. We'll introduce 2 types of Kobe beef sushi. After ordering, they sear the meat and make sushi. Finally, after searing the surface, they brush on the soy sauce and it's ready. One is lean and the other is meat with marbled fat. Kobe beef gets more flavorful as you chew, so it's good to chew at least 10 times. It's recommended to eat it with wasabi. The meat has a rich taste with a subtle sweetness. It's tender and moist and has a pleasant texture. The Kobe beef sushi with marbled fat is juicy, and with every bite, the umami spreads in your mouth. It's cooked rare, but it's delicious without any meaty smell. It's nice that you can easily enjoy premium Kobe beef. The next place is Kani-douraku. It's a specialty restaurant for crab dishes with 41 stores established in 1960. By the way, the Dotonbori store is the flagship store. We'll introduce 3 recommended dishes here. The first one is the kaniman, steamed right in front of the shop. It's a highly popular Chinese bun filled with crab meat. It's a special menu item that you can only enjoy at this shop. The dough is moist and fluffy. Inside, there is plenty of crab meat. It has a sweetness and the aroma of crab spreads in your mouth. It's delicious as it is, but adding karashi mayonnaise is recommended. The subtle spiciness of the karashi and the richness of the mayonnaise make it even more delicious. It's piping hot, so be careful not to burn yourself. Next up is the ice cream. It's milk-flavored ice cream topped with crab meat flakes. It's an unusual ice cream that has the aroma of crab. The sweetness of the milk and the saltiness of the crab go well together unexpectedly. You can also feel the texture of the crab, giving it a slightly unique flavor. It's a bit pricey but worth trying. The next is this bento. It's a set of seaweed rolls and crab sushi. Kani-douraku is a high-end restaurant, but the takeout menu is more affordable than eating in, making it easy to enjoy crab. After adding soy sauce, we'll have the seaweed rolls. There is shredded crab, tamagoyaki, rolled omelette, and cucumber. It has the sweetness of the crab. The tamagoyaki and cucumber add a nice texture and flavor. Next up is the sushi topped with crab leg meat. The flavor of the crab spreads throughout your mouth. It's moist and has a melting texture. It's nice that you can easily enjoy such luxurious sushi. The next shop is Rikuro Ojisan no Mise. Everyone in line is waiting to buy this cheesecake. It's recommended to go around noon as they sell out around 5 p.m. After baking the logo onto the freshly made cheesecake, it's ready! This is the most popular cheesecake at this shop. It's made with plenty of cheese from Denmark. There is a pleasant aroma of cheese and eggs. The sponge cake is fluffy and has a melting texture. Underneath that, there are raisins, adding a fruity and subtle tartness, giving it a nice accent. Forks and knives are also sold at the shop, so you can eat it at the hotel. Next up is Anjuru no Egg Tart. It's a tart specialty shop that arrived in Japan from Mako 20 years ago. We'll introduce 4 recommended tarts among the 6 types. The first one is the classic egg tart. It's the most popular item. It has a nice aroma of butter. It uses a pastry crust, so the texture is crispy. The custard cream has a sweet taste from the eggs. It has a rich taste, almost like pudding. Next, we'll have the caramel tart. It's topped with whipped cream and orange peel. The caramel cream inside is so sweet. There are walnuts in it, giving it a nice accent. It has a refreshing aftertaste of orange peel. Next up is a chocolate-flavored tart. It's topped with chocolate sauce and cocoa powder on whipped cream. Underneath the whipped cream is a slightly bitter chocolate cream. It's not too sweet and it has an elegant taste. It's recommended for chocolate lovers. Next one is a matcha-flavored tart. It's topped with sweet red beans on matcha cream. It has a pleasant aroma of matcha. The crispy pastry and subtle bitterness of matcha cream go perfectly together. Inside there are red beans, giving it a nice texture. The next place is this shop called Kyabetsuyaki. There are 7 stores in Osaka and Kyoto. We'll have the Kyabetsuyaki, which is also the name of the shop. It's made with cabbage and wheat flour dough mixed with Japanese-style broth. It's topped with sauce, so it has a taste similar to okonomiyaki. It has egg inside, making it satisfying to eat. It's popular among locals because it's cheap and delicious. The next shop is Kin-no-Torikara. It's a specialty shop for karaage, operated by a chicken production company founded in 1951. We'll have the most popular menu item. The karaage at this shop is smaller in size and shaped like sticks, making it easy to eat. It's nice that the price is affordable. The chicken is tender and juicy. The thin coating is crispy, almost like a snack. You can freely season it with 7 different sauces and seasonings. The shop's original spice has the spiciness of black pepper, adding a nice accent. There is also a chocolate sauce available. It adds sweetness to slightly salty karaage. It's a unique combination, but it's not bad. To be honest, it's not incredibly delicious, but if you're curious, give it a try. The next stop is Ganso-Purin. It's a pudding specialty shop opened in 2003. There is only one type of pudding on the menu. It's so popular that it's frequently featured on TV and social media. This pudding doesn't contain caramel sauce, so you can enjoy the flavor of eggs and milk. It's creamy and melts in your mouth. You can taste the natural sweetness of the ingredients rather than the sweetness of sugar. There is no bitterness of caramel sauce, so it's recommended even for children. Next, we'll introduce Gogo Ichi Horai. It's a specialty shop for pork buns with over 50 stores in locations such as Osaka and Kyoto, and this branch is the main store. Around 4 p.m., there is always a line, so it's recommended to come around 10 a.m. when they open. We'll introduce 3 recommended items. First up is the pork bun, made with dough prepared from scratch at the shop. the top-selling item that almost everyone buys when they visit the shop. The dough is soft and moist. Inside there is minced pork and onion. The pork juices overflow in your mouth. It has the sweetness of the onions. It's juicy and delicious. Next up is the shumai, the second most popular item. It combines onions and pork, making it juicy and sweet. The texture is soft. The size is large and it's satisfying to eat. It has sweetness, so adding karashi mustard gives it a spiciness and enhances the flavor. It's a taste that makes you want a beer. It's a meatball. It's seasoned with black vinegar, so it has a nice aroma. The refreshing tartness of the vinegar is addictive. It's a strong seasoning that makes you want a rice. It's a recommended shop that you can only find in the Kansai region, so if you visit Osaka or Kyoto, we highly recommend going there. For those who want to enjoy delicious pork buns without waiting in line, Futami-no-Butaman is recommended. It's a popular shop among locals. Gogo Ichihori sells their pork buns in sets of 2, but you can buy just one at this shop. The size is large and satisfying. The dough is fluffy and moist because it's freshly steamed. Inside there is minced pork and onion. It has more onion compared to Gogo Ichihori, giving it sweetness and a nice texture. The juices spread in your mouth. It's great that the price is affordable. Next up is this shop, Osaka Ohsho. It's a specialty shop for Chinese cuisine with over 340 stores across Japan. You can have authentic food inside, but the gyoza cooked outside is popular at this shop. There are various types available, but we chose the classic gyoza. Let's eat it by adding soy sauce and chili oil on top. The skin is chewy, but it has a crispy sear. Inside there is pork, cabbage, garlic, and ginger, making it juicy. There are plenty of vegetables, so it's light and enjoyable to eat. It's nice that the price is affordable. Next up is this shop, Daio-cheese Juen-Pan. It's a place where you can have bread shaped like a 10-yen coin, and it's very popular on social media. You can choose between custard and cheese fillings, but this time we chose the most popular cheese one. It looks just like a 10-yen coin and it's cute. The surface of the dough is crispy and the inside is fluffy. It has a sweet taste. It's filled with plenty of cheese. The saltiness of the cheese and the sweetness of the dough are a perfect match. Take a picture and post it on social media. The next place is this shop called Strawberry Mania. It's a specialty store for strawberry sweets with a wide variety available. This time, we'll introduce a slightly different flavor among the particularly popular strawberry daifuku. This one has matcha mixed into the mochi, so it has a nice aroma. It's chewy and has an addictive texture. Inside there is white bean paste mixed with matcha. It doesn't have bitterness and has a strong matcha flavor. For those who prefer a sweeter taste, we recommend custard cream. The tartness of the strawberry and the sweetness of custard cream are a perfect match. The texture is creamy and melts in your mouth. It's a recommended shop for strawberry lovers. The next shop is Hirota. It's a confectionery shop originating in Osaka with a history of 100 years. There is a wide variety of items, but this time we'll have the most popular cream puff. The pastry has a sweet aroma of eggs. It's crispy on the outside but fluffy on the inside. It's filled with whipped cream made from Hokkaido-produced heavy cream. You can taste the natural sweetness of the milk. It's a cream puff with a subtle sweetness and an elegant taste. The next shop is Kushikatsu Daruma. It's a kushikatsu deep-fried skewers specialty restaurant with the standout sign in the Dotonbori area. During dinner time, you might wait for over an hour. For those who don't want to wait in line, it's recommended to go to Namba Honten store, located about a 5-minute walk from this shop. It's a bit crowded there too, but compared to the Dotonbori store, you can get in more smoothly. We arrived around 6 p.m. and were seated without waiting. There is also English on the menu, so don't worry if you can't read Japanese. You can order by scanning the QR code with your smartphone. You can change the language, and most menu items have pictures, making it easy to understand. We'll introduce 3 especially recommended kushikatsu. This time we chose beef fillet, shrimp, and cheese. It's nice that the size is small so you can enjoy various flavors. Let's put the sauce before eating. The mozzarella cheese melts, giving it a creamy texture. The combination with the richly flavored sauce is great. The coating is light, so it absorbs less oil, making it refreshing to eat. The shrimp has a plump texture. It has a sweet flavor. It's large and satisfying to eat. The beef fillet is tender and juicy. It's nice that it has less fat. It's a recommended restaurant where you can enjoy kushikatsu, a specialty food of Osaka. The next place is Kinryu Ramen. It's a ramen shop marked by a dragon sign. At the Dotonbori store, you can sit on tatami mats and enjoy your ramen. It's a popular shop, so there is always a line from lunchtime throughout dinner time. If you don't want to wait in line, we recommend going to the Midosuji store, which is about a 5-minute walk from this shop. The store doesn't have tatami mats and there is a stand-up eating style, but you can enjoy the same flavored ramen with almost no wait. This is Kinryu Ramen. The soup is combined tonkotsu, pork bone, and soy sauce. The toppings are simple with just chashu pork and green onions. You can add as much as you like from the chives, kimchi, and garlic placed on the table. The chashu pork has just the right amount of fat and melts in your mouth. It's seasoned with the rich flavor of soy sauce. The thin noodles are well coated in the soup. Some tonkotsu ramen shops have a distinctive smell, but Kinryu Ramen doesn't have that, which makes it a good choice for those trying tonkotsu ramen for the first time. Next, we'll introduce 8 takoyaki shops. There are plenty of takoyaki shops in Dotonbori, so you might wonder which one to go to. We've tried almost all the famous takoyaki there, so please check out our reviews for reference. We included Google Maps links in the description box, making it very convenient if you save them to your favorites. First up is Dotonbori Kukuru. It's a famous takoyaki shop with over 100 stores across Japan. This is the main store, so you might wait for over an hour. If you don't want to wait in line, we recommend visiting the Dotonbori Minami store, just a 2-minute walk from this shop. It's less crowded, but don't worry, the taste is the same. At Dotonbori Kukuru, there are menu items other than takoyaki. One highly recommended dish is the yakisoba. It has a savory aroma of the sauce and bonito flakes. This yakisoba contains octopus and pork. The octopus has a plump texture. The noodles are thick and chewy. It's topped with mayonnaise, giving it a creamy taste. It's a dish recommended for those who enjoy stronger flavors. Alright, let's head back to the main store and have some takoyaki. The takoyaki at this shop is not too crispy. It's moist and has a melt-in-your-mouth texture. It has white wine in it, so the flavor is fruity. The sauce has the aroma of spices and slightly sweet taste. It's tasty, but to be honest, it's more pricey than other shops, so locals don't go there much. Next up is Honke Otako. It's the oldest takoyaki shop in the Dotonbori area, established in 1972. Let's try their classic takoyaki. It's topped with aonori seaweed and bonito flakes, giving it a pleasant aroma. This one is chewy rather than the melt-in-your-mouth texture. The sauce is a bit spicy and has a rich taste. A feature of this shop is the large size of the octopus. It has a nice plump texture. Despite the large size of the octopus, the price is affordable, so it's a recommended shop. By the way, this shop has a menu item in addition to takoyaki. A highly recommended item is okonomiyaki. It contains pork, cabbage, and octopus inside. The pork is juicy and the texture of the octopus and cabbage is good. The flavor is rich with the sauce and mayonnaise. It makes me crave a beer. The next shop is CREO-RU. It's a popular shop located in the center of the Dotonbori area, always bustling with the long lines. It's recommended to arrive around 10 a.m., which is the opening time. We'll introduce two menu items. First up, let's try their classic takoyaki. The batter, made from a blend of 7 types of flour, is cooked on a thick iron griddle, making it a crispy surface and a melting texture inside. The sauce has a mild spiciness and features a sweet flavor. The size is large, but the price is affordable. The most popular item at this shop is the takoyaki topped with soft-boiled egg and green onions. There is a sauce flavor, but this time we chose the especially popular dashi soy sauce flavor. The texture of the green onions is nice. There is plenty of mayonnaise on top, making it creamy. Inside, it has a melting texture. When you have it with the soft-boiled egg, it's even creamier. By the way, there is also a CREO-RU in Shibuya, Tokyo. They are open from 3 p.m. on Sundays and from 5 p.m. on other days. Now, let's move on to the next shop. The next shop is Takohachi. It was established in 1980. This shop uses a griddle made of copper, not iron, when making takoyaki. By using that and carefully grilling it, artisans create fluffy takoyaki. At lunchtime, there is usually a line, but it's less crowded around 4 p.m. At this shop, we'll have the classic takoyaki with sauce. You can buy it starting from a pack of 5, so it's great for those who want to try different flavors. The surface is not crispy, and the inside has a creamy texture, almost like a drink. If you like that melt-in-your-mouth texture, this shop is recommended. The sauce has a mild spiciness and a fruity flavor. By the way, this shop also offers an easy-to-eat takoyaki menu. It's called takosen, which sandwiches takoyaki, sauce, mayonnaise, and tempura bits between shrimp crackers. It's easier to eat if you press it a bit before eating. The texture of the melting takoyaki and the crispy texture of the shrimp crackers and tempura bits makes it even more delicious. It's recommended for a quick snack when you're a little hungry. Next up is 18번. It's a shop that frequently gets featured on social media and always has a line. It's better to go a little before the opening time at 11 a.m. The takoyaki at this shop has plenty of pickled ginger and tempura bits. We chose takoyaki that allows you to enjoy two flavors. It's sauce flavor and salt flavor. The takoyaki at this shop is on the smaller side. The feature is that it contains plenty of tempura bits, which makes it crispy. It has a chewy texture. The sauce has a slight sweetness. The salt-flavored takoyaki has an even crispier texture. The seasoning is simple, allowing you to taste the sweetness from the broth. This shop is recommended for those who like a crispy texture. The next shop is Acchichi-honpo. It's a popular shop featured even on international TV shows. It opens at 10 a.m., but on Fridays and Saturdays, it opens at 9 a.m., making it a great choice if you want to eat takoyaki early. We'll introduce the most popular one. It's a classic takoyaki topped with sauce and mayonnaise. At this shop, it's topped with green onions and ginger. The outside is crispy and the inside has a melting texture. You can taste the sweet broth in the sauce. The texture of the green onions and the subtle spiciness adds a nice accent. With 8 pieces at this price, it's very affordable. Next up is Odori-dako. The feature of this shop is that they include a whole small octopus in the takoyaki. This time, we chose one that allows you to enjoy 2 flavors. It comes with a half soy sauce and half standard sauce flavor. The surface is crispy and the inside has a chewy texture. There is one whole octopus, but it's tender and delicious. The sauce has a bit of spiciness, but it's also fruity. The octopus is large, so it goes well with soy sauce. It's a bit pricey, but it's recommended because it's a unique takoyaki you won't find at other shops. The last shop is Wanaka. The main store has been listed in the Michelin Guide for 3 years in a row and always has long lines. It's popular not only among tourists but also with locals. It opens at 11 a.m. on weekdays and 10:30 a.m. on weekends. This time, we chose an item that offers 4 different flavors. It's sauce, soy sauce, green onion salt, and spicy Kuromon mayonnaise. The size is similar to other shops, but the price is lower. The outside is crispy, and the inside has a melting texture. The sauce has some spiciness, but also sweetness. The takoyaki with dashi soy sauce enhances the sweetness of the batter even more. The spicy Kuromon mayonnaise has subtle spiciness and smooth texture. It has a richer flavor. The texture of the green onion salt is nice. It's simple but delicious. This shop is recommended for those who want to try the classic takoyaki. You can taste tasty takoyaki at a relatively low price. My recommendation is takohachi. It's soft and has a melt-in-your-mouth texture, incredibly delicious.
My top recommendation for takoyaki shop is CREO-RU. You can enjoy both a crispy and a melt-in-your-mouth texture. We are looking for members to support this channel.
That's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye bye!